The first hippo on the moon. This is a tale of two hippos and one dream. To be the very first hippo on the moon. One enormous rich hippo, Hercules Walter Franklin III, paid for a gigantic hippo space center to be built to blast him there. Sheila didn't. Yes, the other hippopotamus' name was Sheila. One morning she announced, "I want to be first hippo on the moon." "But Sheila," said her giraffe friend, "you do not have a space rocket." "Then we'll make one, Keith," Sheila replied. Yes, the giraffe name was Keith. Us hippos like to dream big. Sheila's friends got to work building her a rocket. Tina the elephant brought back the biggest tree trunk she could find. Joyce the gorilla fetched the longest vine. And Derek the ostrich was given the task of gathering the pungiest mountain of rhinoceros dung. And after many days and many animals finally unveiled their space rocket. Well, something that looked a bit like a space rocket, a tiny bit. Thank you, friends. It's my very own Hippo rocket. All they needed to do now was ignite the rhino's dung and blast Sheila into space. But how? Okay, let's go, Sheila announced. Boiling dear. Is your bottom hot too? Dream big, everyone. 3, 2, 1, blast. But before Sheila could say off, it started raining. It rained and rained and rained. It was raining season, and it didn't stop raining for 5 long months. The moment the rain stopped, Sheila began her countdown again. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Zoom! The Hippo rocket shot up into the sky. The hippopotamus watched as the earth became smaller and smaller and the moon became bigger and bigger. But in deep space, disaster struck. Sheila was so busy munching on her shrubs sandwiches that she didn't spot what was hurtling towards her. A giant astronaut. The hippopotamus rocket smashed into hundreds of pieces, sending the rocket hippopotamus spinning wildly through space. She tumbled towards the moon. To her astonishment, Sheila had landed on top of the other hippopotamuses, just as he was taking his very first hippopotamus steps on the moon's surface. "Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry." "No, just look at you. Call yourself a hippopotamus. You don't even have a Hippo spacesuit or a Hippo buggy. Get back into the Hippo rocket and buzz off right now. As the engine roared, Hercules Walter Franklin III bounded towards it. Stop! That's my Hippo rocket. Blast off. Seconds later, Sheila realized that she didn't have a clue how the Hippo rocket worked. Roar! Entering the Earth's atmosphere, the Hippo rocket soon began burning up. Within moments, the hippopotamus bottom was blazing like the sun. Sheila hit the earth with a gigantic wallop. She landed motionless on the ground, her bountiful behind sizzling like a sausage. Wake up, Sheila. Oh, it's sad, isn't it? But she wouldn't wake up. This was the saddest day the jungle had ever seen. Then out of the silence came a sound. The distinct sound of a bottom burp. All of the animals stared at each other. Who would dream of letting one go at such a sad time? Another one, louder, longer and louder than the first. It was Sheila. What's that awful smell? It's a hippo. Trump was so thunderous, she woke herself up. Oh, it's made my eyes water. Try and breathe without your mouth. Now Sheila was famous all over the world as the very hippopotamus on the moon, Team Sheila. And she never mentioned the other hippopotamuses who got there very first. So whatever you do, please don't tell anyone. Not fair.